Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, I'm Lambeth. Today we're going to be using the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. I started this eye to save us some time. We're going to be doing kind of a Valentine's Day themed smoky half cut crease. So to begin, I'm going to lose all my brushes. Oh wow, that's bright. Oh wow. I opened a window because I'm trying to fool with the lighting, and that's real bright. I'm going to take a small brush, small little fluffy brush, and dip into the shade Coma, that one right there. This video is probably going to be as awkward as my last one, just forewarning you. And we're just going to work that right into the crease. I'm not using tape today because I want this to be more smoky, not as like sharp on the edge. And yeah, it's gonna look kind of messy in the crease right now, but that is gonna get blended out eventually. Next, we are going to take like a medium-sized fluffy brush, I guess, and we're gonna go into the shade Root Canal, which is this purple right here, right above Coma, the shade we just used in the crease. And we're just gonna start blending this out. I forgot to silence my phone. I'm just gonna keep blending until it's even. No bald spots. I think my brushes are still a little wet from washing them last night. So it's like a trial and error trying to find a brush that completely dried. I'm gonna try this brush. That's better. Alright, the next shade is going to be Cavity. It's the bright, bright pink right in the center. And we're going to use, feels like that brush is dry, an even bigger fluffy brush. Tap into that and just blend it up like we did with the previous shade. And then lastly, we're going to take an even bigger fluffy brush and we're going to go into the shade Tongue Pop. It's kind of a peachy nude, and we're just going to diffuse this hot pink just a little bit. Not a whole lot because we don't want to lose that gorgeous pink. And if you need to, you can always go back into that pink and build it back up. Go. We're going to take a small packing brush and we're going to go into that darker shade Coma and just press that right on the outer corner. Why does my first eye look worse than the second one? It's weird. Alright. Now we're going to take our little crease cutting brush. Lighting is still weird. Sorry. We're going to go back into the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Put a little bit on the brush. And then just draw a little line right there. Look up. And that's your guideline for your crease. Right? And then with another flat brush, this one right here, we're going to go into the shade Candy Floss. It's a shimmery pale pink. And we're just going to pack that on over the concealer. And you can totally skip this next step, but I'm going to be using the, what is this? Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. Ah! Can't see it, can you? No? Oh, there we go. And that's upside down. I give up. Ta-da! This is in the shade Sunset Cove. It's like a bubblegum pink with almost a green shift to it. It's really, really pretty. And we're just going to swipe that on right over Candy Floss. And there we go. And then we're gonna go back into that little packing brush that we used with Coma. And while that side dries down, we're gonna go into this side and just kind of diffuse this edge right here. And just blend those colors together. And we're gonna go into a very thin flat brush like that. Go back into Coma and just start pressing that above where we cut the crease, just to make that line look a bit more sharp and defined. And if you need to, you can always go back into one of your blending brushes and blend that back out. And there we go. And there's the eyes, and then we will start on our base. I'm going to use the, oh wait, wrong one. The e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Primer. As you can see, I've had a couple breakouts pop up. And this will just kind of help dissolve some of the redness. I have already exfoliated and and moisturized. And if you're wondering what I use to exfoliate, I use coffee grounds, actually. It's my favorite thing to use when I exfoliate. It's probably a little bit abrasive, but I do have very deep pores that get clogged easily. And coffee is one of the only things I found that really gets in and cleans the way I need it to. And it makes my skin feel so soft. I love it. Now I'm just using, where'd it go? Perfecting Primer from Hard Candy, as always. Alright, now my foundation routine today is going to be different from the first video because I'm like rediscovering something that's been a favorite for a while and I forgot one of my brushes, so I'll be right back. Alright, this combination is probably going to sound a little weird. Oh, and I just wiped concealer off on my pants. Oh well. But we're going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte. If I can get it up. No. Maybe. No. Nope. It's not going to show up. Rimmel Stay Matte in 010 Light Porcelain. I'm going to take just kind of a glob like that and dot it. I'll go back and use the mirror on my palette. I'm just going to dot it around the face. And we're going to take a flat foundation brush and just spread this out. All over. It doesn't matter if this part is perfect because we're going to be putting another foundation on top. And as you can see, this is very, very light for me, but that doesn't matter either because the foundation I'm putting on top is a little bit dark for me and they just kind of cancel themselves out. One thing about me in makeup is I love like playing around with mixing and layering foundations. Alright, now that that's done, we're going to go into the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in shade 120 Classic Ivory. Wow, I look so pale. I don't know if this is just the lighting or if I really look this pale, dear God. Alright, and we're just going to start dotting that all over the face as well. I think it's mostly lighting. I don't think I actually look this pale. Maybe I do. We're just going to dot this all over. A good amount, just for safes. And then we're going to go into our Morphe Y6 brush, which I don't think is completely dry. And we're going to start blending that foundation on top of the other one. Always blend down the neck. And there we go. You can see why this is one of my favorite combinations, because layering the two foundations it gives me enough coverage to kind of cancel out a lot of my spottiness. Oh my goodness. Can we turn this just a little? Oh, that's so much better, even if I have lights on here. I just look like a fairy. That's okay. And it went back to being weird. Maybe there? Maybe? We're just going to use our Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. Where's my brush? And a big old fluffy brush. And just... Apparently we're going to fall. That was like an awesome catch. There, maybe we'll stay. I did just throw powder everywhere though. Oh well. And we're just going to pack that powder all over the face. This lighting is really trying my patience here. Stay. No. Did not say fall, I said stay. One day I will get this figured out, I promise. Maybe. Don't move. Okay. So now that we got our powder down, we're gonna go back into the palette, back into that teeny tiny fluffy brush, back into Coma, and we're just going to pack that on the outer corner of the lower lash line. Technical difficulties are fun, aren't they? So fun. And the same on the other side. And then we're going to use this brush, go into Root Canal, that lighter purple. Smoke that shade down underneath where we put Coma. Yes, we are going to do a very like blown out, smoked out lower lash line. And lastly, we will go into Cavity, that real bright pink. All right, then we'll go back with that flat brush that we used for Candy Floss. Put that right in there. By the way, candy floss smells like cotton candy. It's awesome. And just to match the top lash line, the lid, we're gonna go back into Sunset Cove and just like very gently run that right into the corner of that lower lash line, right over where we put Candy Floss. Oh, I think I went a little bit overboard with that side. Oh well. And if you do what I just did and go way overboard, go back in with that fluffy brush, go back into Coma, and just clean that up a little. Why do people let me play with glitter? It's never a good idea. And there we go, that's better. Alright, and then we're gonna start on our lashes and then we'll, do the rest of the face. Maybelline, or not Maybelline, my bad, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. mascara. Welcome to Weird Faces with Lambeth. Why do we make like the weird faces when we're doing things with our lower lash line? I don't understand why that's a thing and why I can't stop myself from doing it. Oh, got a hair. Oh, by the way, this is just a plumping gloss I like to put on before I start doing my makeup. That way my lips are not gross when I try to put on lipstick. And a tight line using the Wet n Wild pencil liner in black. Just on those outer corners. Ooh, I think I got some messiness going on that lower lash line right there. Better. Alright. Now we're going to start on the rest of the face. So I'm going to bronze just a little bit today using the, what is this? Benefit Hoola Bronzer. Ooh. I don't know if this has a shade or not. We're just going to run this a little bit over the forehead, a little bit on the cheeks. Just to make it seem like I actually go out in the sunlight. I don't know why I keep messing with this, because it keeps trying to fall every time I touch it. What is going on there? I don't know what's going on with that eye. Next we're going to grab something from my vanity. Wet n Wild contour palette, as per the usual. Now, with having no hair, I love doing very extreme contour. So, we're just going to start dragging the line down to here. And I always start my contour above where my actual cheekbones are. And then we're just going to slowly build it, but not bringing it all the way down. And always blend up when you're doing your contour. That's the best tip I ever heard with contour. My cat is sitting in the windowsill way up there. So if you hear anything, that's probably what it is. I look crazy with no eyebrows right now. I'm just gonna messily contour the nose. Fact about me is I swore I would never try to change my nose because I spent so many years building confidence with my nose. Because it was like a big, like, self-conscious thing for me when I was younger. And now that I actually know how to make my nose look smaller, I really don't try to. I just kind of give it a little bit of depth. And I contour underneath my lip to make it a bit more full. Next, we are going to blush with my Complete Mystery, I don't know what the hell it is, blush. And we're definitely over blushing today. Since this is a very pink look, I'm going to overdo it with the blush. Like I said, I like extreme when it comes to my looks. Also forgot my spoolie again. Ooh. Alright, we're going to move on to eyebrows so I don't look quite so crazy. And today, because this is going to be, you know, more of a pink and purple kind of look, I'm going to do pink brows. I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lipsticks in shade Diva and Romeo. I'm trying to decide which one needs to go first. I'm going to start out with Romeo. I just take a little bit on the wand and put it on the back of my hand. Actually, we're going to put Diva on the back of our hand too, just to see which should go in front and which should go on the tail. Alright, yeah, seeing them on my hand, I changed my mind. I'm going to put Diva first and then Romeo on the tail. So, we're going to take just a thin, angled liner brush and start out with Diva. Try to make little hairs, but I don't know if the little hairs are going to want to work with me today. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That'll have to do. And then we do the same on the other side. Hopefully. Get a little more. Most of my liquid lipsticks that I have, I generally use up on my brows. Not even on my lips as much, but on my brows for the most part. Ooh, this one is trying to go way higher than I want it to. Same though. Alright, now we're going to go into Romeo and just do the tail of the brow. Wow, has the day come and I did an actual, like, decent brow? Holy shit! Okay, one thing I don't understand about YouTube is why demonetize people, which I know I'm not going to be making any money at this, at least probably not, and if I do, it's not going to be for a long time. Why demonetize people for using language? Like, it's such a common thing in the world today to, like, curse or use certain words. What's the point in penalizing people for it? That doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, they're not even. at all, but you know what? I don't care anymore. This is why my brows are never even, because I give up really, really easily. At least on my brows. Okay. Hello. Alrighty. I'm just gonna use a cloth to wipe off this lipstick. Or gloss, or whatever you want to call it. And I believe... I think what I'm gonna do with my lips today... Oh wait, I forgot highlight. Who am I? I'm gonna be using Jeffree Star Cosmetics Crystal Ball. It's like a white highlighter, so you can't really see it because of my lighting, but me. I'm also gonna use my Morphe M510. Kitty, what are you doing? And this is definitely kind of a glittery highlighter, but for this look, I really like that. It's like white with a pinky shift. Kitty, don't you even think about jumping on this windowsill and messing up my camera. No. No. Off. Off, 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 off. This is my cat. Her name is Bastet. She's named after the Egyptian cat goddess of war. But she's a prissy brat. Where did my other brush go? Oh, there it is. She knocked it off. We're just gonna take a thinner brush and do our nose. Cupid's bow. Excuse me. Oh, I just hit pan on this highlighter. No. Just gonna gently tuck a little bit up in our brow bone. And then what I think we're gonna do, if I can find the right brush for it, we're just gonna take, screw it, another little angled liner brush. Gently tap into that and add it to our inner corner just for a little bit more pop. Just for a little bit more glitter, shall we say. And then what we're actually going to do is we're going to go back into that shade Candy Floss in the palette, dip in with our Morphe M510, and use that as a highlight as well. Alrighty, so what I am going to do, I think, not sure, with my lips. I think I'm going to start off with Jeffree Star's shade Self-Control from the Valentine's Day collection. It's also the collection with Blood Sugar. You'll have to excuse my messy application. I'm still, like, I'm into overdrawing my lips now to just make it more of an extreme look. And I'm still learning. There we go. Now, what I might do is take the shade Diamond, if you can see that. Oh, there we go. It's like a periwinkle blue. And we're just going to kind of messily dab that into the center. Take our finger and there we go. Now we're going to use our Wet n Wild setting spray that I'm almost out of. And there's the finished look. Alright guys, if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Lots of lipstick on my hand, yes. Give that bell a ring if you want a ding every time I upload a video. Subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!